Welcome to the Infinite Life podcast. I'm your host, Katische Haberfield. As a spiritual regression therapist, spirit releasement therapist, and medium, I help my clients to break free of karmic behaviors and limiting beliefs impacting their lives. This free podcast takes you behind the scenes in sessions with my clients as they experience regression sessions and celestial healings, as they access the wisdom of their sub and superconscious mind and witness the unfolding story of their soul. I hope this podcast provides you with inspiration and insights that can be applied to your life. Welcome back to the Infinite Life podcast. I'm your host, Katische Haberfield. Now, today's episode is a little bit different. And if you've been following me on social media, you'll know that I have been sharing some clips over the last few months about impromptu spirit releasement therapy sessions that I've had to conduct whilst being interviewed for podcasts. So because I am so sensitive to energy and because spirit knows that they can communicate with me, they sometimes take over the actual Zoom that we might be doing a podcast interview on. And today's session is no different. So Katie Bock is one of the fellow authors in the book that I co-wrote, which is Entangled No More: Women Who Broke Free from Toxic Relationships Building Their Own Empires, which was published by another member of the Infinite Life podcast team, current and continuing guest, Katie Carey from Soulful Valley Publishing. Now, Katie Bock wrote a chapter in this book. I'll just tell you which chapter it is. It's from page 130, and it's her story in there that you can read up on. And at the time of launching the book, a lot of us who were authors in the book, we did swapped podcast sessions. And Katie has a lovely podcast, and I was a guest on it recently. Her podcast name is Living Free and Fulfilled. So Living Free and Fulfilled, you can find it on Apple Podcasts. And we actually had to do 2 takes of that podcast recording because the first time we met, we had spirit interference to the point where I had to actually tell Katie, look, Katie, we can't really record this session right now because there's somebody that's trying to speak to you. So you've either got a spirit attachment or an emergency message of some sort that Zoom was being mucked with. And you can see, if you're watching this version rather than listening, you'll see that a grey bar comes across the screen when there is spirit interference. And so Katie was a real chum. She agreed to record the podcast session later and do a very quick impromptu spirit releasement therapy session. It wasn't a full session because we had such difficulty with the recording of the session that we'd used up a lot of our time. We only had half an hour left, so it was just quick, get in, release the spirit. And then I sent her a 5-track audio meditation recording to do the therapy part on her own. Obviously, if she was a client of mine, then we would have done a full in-depth 2-hour session, but it was just a 30-minute session with Katie to remove the spirit that had attached. So I hope you find this episode interesting. It's quite a short episode, but I think it's impactful in understanding how, even if you have mediumship skills and you don't wish to use them, Spirit knows and wishes to communicate with you, and they will wish to receive help from you if you are around them. So please make it very clear on your boundaries what you wish to set as expectations to the multiverse on your skills and how you will and won't use them. And remind yourself to put those boundaries up and be aware of changes in your own energy. If you come across a spirit attachment, or you think that you have had interference, you can head to my website and book a session with me. Or if you wish to try by yourself, first of all, you can go to the page on my homepage which says, do I have a spirit attachment? I think the heading is actually now just Spirit Releasement Therapy. There is a sign-up form where you can fill in your name and email address, and it will send you a link to 5 audio recordings to download, which are 5 meditations, and they go through the process of meeting a spirit guide, checking if you have attachments. Then it goes through the process of earthbound spirit, extraterrestrial, dark force entity attachment, and then the final meditation is healing, sealing, and cleansing. Because when we have an attachment which is in the etheric space, you create a void once you remove that attachment. So you must heal, seal, and cleanse with light immediately after removing a spirit attachment. So, without further ado, I hope you find today's episode interesting. Namaste, and thank you for listening.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened.
Funny things happen around me. I have to tell you. Zoom is, sorry, I'm just putting my phone back on airplane mode. Zoom is a magical conduit for the spiritual world to tell me what's happening in your life, even though you don't want to
Okay.
know. So,
Okay.
there's a lot of stuff that comes forward.
So what is it telling you?
So, generally, when Zoom plays up, there's somebody that is wanting to communicate with you, because I'm a medium as well. So it's like trying to get your attention. There's a message trying to come through.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let me set this reminder on my phone. I started working at this restaurant, and 3 years ago, there was a girl who hung herself in the woods behind the restaurant.
Okay.
And I just started there. My sister's the manager there, and they said there's a ghost there. And I was just talking to my sister about this the other night, because there's one girl that gets scared, and my sister's, she's like, I hear things and I just say, it's okay. Like, I'm not scared. And generally I'm left alone. I can sense it and everything, because we can sense things. Like, I have the ability to be a medium, but I don't want to be.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But anyway, after that conversation on Sunday night, I felt like the spirit followed me home.
Yep. She's attached.
And she's asking me for help.
Yes. I can help her.
But
I can help her get to heaven. That's what I do on the side.
okay.
On the side. Yep. As soon as, they communicate to me via Zoom. That's how I know they are. They fiddle with the camera. So just tell her right now in your mind, it's okay. We're going to get her to heaven, and I'm going to send you a link as soon after this, and we can do a separate thing to cross her over. Sorry, but that's because she knows that I can help her, and she knows that you've had this appointment with me, even though it's not for the purpose of it. Sorry, I feel like crying because that's part of what I do.
Wow.
Yeah, is I cross them over. So anytime you get that feeling that they follow you home, you just let me know immediately. Yeah.
Okay.
It's part of what I'm here on earth for, is to help cross ghosts over.
Yeah, I had goosebumps, like, as we're talking.
Yeah.
And this was the same goosebumps that when my sister and I were talking that I had.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to, I've got 5:12. So up to you. We can redo this interview later. We can do this right now. I've just at 6:00, my kids wake up, and I need to go wake my kids up. We can cross over right now, and you can just record it from your posterity to show that it actually happens. But like for me, personally, my heart goes out to the spirit, and I'm like, I just want to get them to go over to heaven.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't need to record it, right?
You don't, but I would
Record it.
Proof and belief. Yeah, record it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
I just need to get you relaxed, because I need to get you to get her to talk to me.
Okay.
Because we need to find out her story. Yeah. So
Right. You think we'll be done by 3:45-ish, 3:50, or in 30, 35 minutes?
Yeah, are you feeling relaxed now? Are you eager to get rid of her?
I'm not very eager, but yeah, I think I could. I just have
Okay,
to. My
yeah.
son gets off the bus at 4, which I think is 6 for you.
Yeah, so I've got to be gone by then anyway. My kids, your kids, yep.
Okay, cool. And then we'll just reschedule the interview.
Yeah, because she's going to muck up with the Zoom the whole time otherwise.
Okay.
She'll muck with the audio and the video and everything like that. Yeah? Okay, I just want you to close your eyes and we'll just get you relaxed. So all you need to do is just take a deep conscious breath in, and I want you to hold it at the top so that you feel the tension. And then I want you to exhale with a sigh. Beautiful. Then I want you to breathe in, hold it at the top, and exhale with a sigh. Beautiful. One more time. Breathing deeper and slower in. Exhale, release, and let go. Beautiful. So I just also want you to squeeze your hands into a fist and then slowly make it a really tight fist. Like it's almost at the point where you're making it so tight that it's hurting. And then I want you to release. And then again, bring your hands into a fist, really tight, and then release. And one more time, feeling really tight, tension on your hands, and then release. And notice the contrast of a new sensation of relaxation, loose and limp, relaxed, floating, drifting deeper down. That's right, releasing more with every breath. Focusing on the sound of my voice so that you can enjoy a state of relaxation that will help us and assist us in the work we need to do this. That your voice will listen to my voice, the inner voice in your mind, and your attention will range from drifting attention to deep relaxation. Even if your attention seems to wander, my voice will go with you. You may drift away from the specific words and drift into the spirit of the words. My voice will go with you. You don't have to seem to hear or remember every word because you can hear everything you need to here and now. You don't have to try. Just allow yourself to go with the flow. That's right, with each breath deeper and deeper, you can tell your body to breathe, to calm and to relax. As the body relaxes, the mind relaxes. Your breathing and relaxing continues automatically, all by itself. Now I want you to realize that you are surrounded by a bubble of white light. This energetic light protects you, and the angels are coming down to attach a thread to your hair, connecting you to the celestial realms, and your feet are being planted in the earth with Mother Gaia, grounding and calming you, removing any excess energy. I want to allow you to continue to let tension to drain away from your body into Mother Earth. I want you to follow the numbers down as I count backwards from 5 down to 0, beginning with 5, feeling the weight of your head, and with your eyes closed and turning them upwards as if looking towards your forehead, and letting a warm, heavy, pleasant energy flow down, aware of the air on your skin, and 3, the feeling within, down deeper into the heart, beating, sending warm, loving energy through your body, aware of your pulse, flowing down to your legs, down to the soles of your feet, heavier and heavier, letting that heavy, daydreamy, sleepy feeling take over. And I wonder if it reminds you of one time watching a late night movie, trying to stay awake but feeling half asleep. The eyelids so heavy, trying not to close yet closing, and feeling a relief as you inevitably allow yourself to relax completely. You could still hear the movie, and you could tune into your own movie and how good that felt. And you to finally hear your voice say it's okay to relax, slowing down deeper with every breath, heartbeat and number, now with 0. I want you to imagine, visualize, or feel a staircase with 10 steps that will take you up to a safe, comfortable white room where you can access your spirit guides. Notice the color and the texture of your staircase. So start going up the staircase. Imagine or feel your feet stepping up now, going up, 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 feeling lighter and brighter with every breath. 1, 2, feeling brighter. 3, and lighter. 4, 5, the subconscious doesn't mind. 6, 7, 8, feeling higher. 9, 10, feeling ultimately high. Now you are at the top of the staircase. I want you to reach out, open the door to a beautiful white room. And inside this beautiful white room, which is decorated however you see fit, there's a beautiful, comfortable chair. Make it how you like as you go inside and settle down into that comfortable chair. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to reach your hands out either side in your mind, your left hand and your right hand, and you'll begin to feel the energetic presence of a spirit guide. As the spirit guides come closer and closer, you'll feel the sensation. Now, you may or may not know these spirit guides, so what we're going to do is we're going to ask them to energetically hold your hand. And I want you to ask them to make their presence known. And one at a time, we're going to ask them to let us know their name. And then I want you to tell me whether they feel warm or cool. So, Katie, you can hear me and respond to me. What is the sensation of the first energetic being that you feel today?
Warm.
Warm, okay. And could they tell you their name, please?
Kathleen.
Kathleen? Okay, Kathleen, thank you for being here today. Appreciate that. How long have you been with Katie?
Since I died when she was 13.
Okay. And is there a particular part of Katie's life that you are assisting her with?
Keeping her grounded.
Beautiful, thank you. And Katie, the other spirit guide, how do they feel? Cool, warm, warm, okay. And who's that? What's their name, please?
Peggy.
Peggy? Peggy, thank you for coming today. How long have you been with Katie?
Since I died 3 years ago.
Okay. Okay, and how are you helping Katie?
Whatever way she needs.
Okay, beautiful. Now, Kathleen and Peggy, we're requesting your assistance today to bring forward the earthbound spirit that Katie brought home with her. So if you could help assist this earthbound spirit feel comfortable and safe so that she moves energetically forward, and Katie, may I have permission to speak to her through you?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Hello, sweetheart. My name is Katische, and you're here today with Katie. I'm just wanting to talk to you and find out how you're doing. Have you been feeling lost, darling?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And what was your name, sweetheart?
Caitlin.
Caitlin? Okay. Caitlin, and how old are you, sweetheart?
12.
12. Okay, darling. And do you know what year it is today in your mind?
No.
No. Okay. Today is 2022, and I don't think your last memory was in 2022, was it?
No.
No. Okay. So, darling, what is your last memory before you felt lost?
Being alone.
Mhm. Where were you?
It's in the wood.
You're in the woods. Okay, darling. Why were you in the woods alone?
Got lost.
Got lost? Okay. And something happened to you in the woods. What happened to you, darling? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
Okay, all right. So what happened to you, sweetheart, was you actually died on that day that you went into the woods and you got lost? Did somebody do something to you or did you do something to yourself?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Okay, sweetheart. I just wanted to let you know that we're here to help you so you don't feel lost anymore, okay? And what I'm wanting to do today to help you is to take you with the angels to heaven so that you can get some healing and be with the angels and meet other members of your extended family who are waiting for you in heaven. That way, you won't feel lost anymore and you'll feel really loved and you'll feel really safe and you'll feel like you belong again. How does that sound to you?
Really great.
Really great. Okay, sweetheart. All right, I know it's been hard for you and I know you've been feeling really lonely and scared, so I'm here to help you today. I'm going to bring to you a beautiful rainbow, which is actually a bridge. And on that rainbow is a beautiful angel with pink wings. She's going to hold out her hand to you. So you just let me know, look upwards towards the sky. You'll see a bright light and a pretty pink color and that rainbow bridge. Let me know when you can see it, sweetheart.
We can see.
Okay, beautiful. All right. So I want you to hold out your hand and the angel's going to grab your hand. Okay. And then you're going to start to feel really light as a feather. And I want you to just take her hand and float over the rainbow bridge. And the rainbow bridge is going to go higher and higher. And you'll feel lighter and brighter. And as you float up, if you look in the distance, you'll see that at the very top there of the cloud, there's going to be somebody very special waiting there for you. Can you see an outline of them?
Yes.
Yeah, who's waiting there for you? Do you know?
My mom.
Your mum. Okay, sweetheart. So mum's there for you. So just keep floating and floating. When you get to the very top, you can jump into her arms and she's going to look after you now. So all I need you to do is let me know when you've got to your mum and then we'll say goodbye, okay?
She's got me.
Okay, darling. All right. Godspeed. We love you and take care and be safe with your mum, okay? So you're in heaven now. So goodbye, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And Kathleen and Peggy, could you please confirm that Caitlin has now crossed over?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Beautiful. And Kathleen and Peggy, is there anybody else that we need to help immediately, that urgently today?
No.
No. Okay. All right, Katie. I just want to thank you for being brave and vulnerable to assist Caitlin, who is now in heaven with her mama. So I want you to drift away, float away. What's going to happen is that you're just going to float away from the white room that you were, and you're going to drift down, feeling heavier and heavier, drifting down to earth. And when you feel like you can place your feet back down on the ground. And then as your feet come back down to ground, Mother Gaia is going to release them from the soil. Little thread from your head is going to be released. And then you're going to slowly feel your body back on the earth. Little by little, you can move your head back so it's not down. You can feel your body on the chair. And you can begin the process of awakening back into your body as Katie Bock. Okay, well done. It's very emotional, isn't it?
It was.
Because you can feel the fear and you can feel everything that she felt, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't who I thought it was.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
the girl that could drive.
Okay. All right. Yeah, quite often we have perceptions about who the ghost is, and it's not actually who they are.
It actually, like, what I was seeing was like hundreds of years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Like from the 17th or 18th century, like lost in the woods, like traveling with their parents, lost in the woods.
Okay. Yeah, because that's why I asked them the question, what year is it? And usually they will know what year it is. Like they go, 1236 or whatever it is. But depending upon, so for an earthbound spirit, it's like having a permanent hangover and complete brain fog. They find it hard to see anything. They're completely scared and they have no, it's like being in a vortex, a swirling vortex for them. And so they don't have perception of reality and they're stuck in the exact moment when they died because they didn't cross over at the time. For her, because she was so lost and scared, I didn't go into the full story because she couldn't access it. But usually we go back into their last moments. We figure out why they didn't cross over when they died, that sort of thing. But because she was so young, only 12, and she was clearly ready to go, the most important thing is not our ego and the stories that we have about what we want to find out from her. It's just to get her to heaven. Yeah. That's how they stay around for a really long time. A really long time. I've crossed over people from BC. It's a huge honor and privilege, and thank you for assisting her to cross over today. You will tend to notice if any other spirits come to you now. And I know you're resisting your mediumship skills, but consider that you don't have to use mediumship skills for the way that you interact with the public. But perhaps because you've connected with me, you have a role in being able to assist lost souls like that. And it depends if it's on your path.